I want to welcome you back to my channel. Today, I'll be unpacking a fresh new Kickstarter reward package from Fairsquare Comics LLC. Noir is the New Black. Spearheaded by Fabrice Sapolsky, the co-creator of Spider-Man Noir, this anthology features heavy-hitting talents of writers Brandon Thomas, Gary Phillips, Greg Burnham, Brandon Easton, Melody Cooper, Tyrone Finch, M.D. Marie, Hannibal Tabu, Greg A. Elysee, Dorphise Jean, Vlad Alexis, Mikhail Hardy, Roxxy Haze, Nick Allen, T.C. Harris, as well as artist M.D. Bright, Marcus Williams, Don Walker, Eder Messias, N. Stephen Harris, Christelle, TeeNa Roche, David Brame, Karen Darboe, Guile, Todd Harris, Dietrich Smith, Mikhail Hardy, Mervyn McKoy, Pat Masioni, Eli Johnson, and Brian Tillman, among others, all banding together for a unique anthology of 100% creator-owned Black Noir comic stories. With that said, let's dig into the package. Based on my pledge level, we should have here the Noir is the New Black Premium Printed Edition with standard cover, an exclusive lobby card signed by a member of the team, and my name in the book. Stretch goals reached for the project increased the page count from 120 pages to 144 pages and added a special slipcase cover, but I don't think I qualify for that one. So, taking a look at the package now, here is the lobby card showing a scene from the story Vera's List by Tyrone Finch and Todd Harris on art. It's a very attractive card. Get a good look at it. It really exemplifies the Noirish feel for the book. Now, taking a look at the book itself, here's the cover. Again, very Noirish feel. Has a foreword by Sean Martinborough, who I know has done a lot of work on Batman and also a lot of other Noirish comics. That's kind of his niche, if you will. You can see it highlights that it is 16 stories by 40 different creators. Noir is the New Black, Noir stories from Black creators. Flipping back to the back to show that I indeed am in the book as a contributor to the Kickstarter campaign. I'm right here on the first row. So now, taking a look at the book. Inside front cover, we have a really great looking image here. Let's see if I can make out this Darboe. Really great little piece of art, really capturing that Noirish feel. Again, book is published by Fairsquare Comics. And here's a beautiful table of contents page. Really attractive. Has made out to look like a building. And of course, you're going up through the building, and each floor represents a different pair of stories. Great, again, this is by Sean Martinborough, who contributes the foreword. Great looking image right here. Again, capturing that Noirish feel. And now, here's that first story, Vera's List, Tyrone Finch, Todd Harris. Really evocative art. I'm going to flip through a lot of these stories and just to give you an opportunity to see the art, but without giving away too much of the story. That's a really nice image right here. Kind of the smoke, and it looks like there's also a woman's face blended into the smoke, really capturing that Noirish feel. ending of each chapter. Here's a Brandon Easton story. I've been following Brandon's career for a good long bit, and it's good to see that since this book has come out, he has really gotten quite a lot of work from DC Comics. He believe he has right now out the current Mr. Miracle series, and he's also doing some Superman work. And you really can't get too much bigger in the world of comics than writing a Superman story. This is a story that he contributed here. And just taking a flip through so you can get a good look at some of the art. Really beautiful work. Again, great image in the book in each chapter. This is a Owsley. I'm sorry, I thought that was a Q. Owsley by Greg Burnham and Marcus Williams. If you know those two, they are from the creator-owned Tuskegee Heirs series. It's about it's a kind of a Robotech-esque futuristic story that invokes the Tuskegee Airmen. I believe they have a trade paper. Well, I know they have a trade paperback out for it right now. It's on my bookshelf. I think they also have one additional issue out. Either way, they do have a full trade paperback. You can definitely, I'll put a link to their website so you can find it. If you haven't found it, Marcus is a great artist. Greg is a great writer. And this looks like another knockout of the park. Again, just giving you a quick look. Don't want to give anything away on any of these stories. The Black Constable, Nick Allen writing with Marvin McKoy on art. Nick is another guy that I know. He's a great writer. Southern Hospitality by Mikhail with Eli Johnson on art. Message, Josephine Speaks, Roxxy Haze, art and colors by Pat Masioni. This looks like a story featuring Josephine Baker. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Mark Bright was the original artist on Static back in the day with Milestone. I also know he did some Green Lantern work. He's a longtime comic pro. David F. Walker is another shining light in the industry. Did some work with Marvel on Cage. He did with DC. He did the Cyborg series, and he's also written a number of books. And I originally knew David Walker from his work on his self-published zine Badass Mofo, which is a magazine on blaxploitation. And something that's interesting is that on the Kickstarter campaign, they mention the connection between Black Noir and blaxploitation. So that's a little neat connection that you have there. And this is a really great looking story. And we have Unfinished Business by Greg Anderson Elysee with Guile on art. Greg is the creator of his self-published comic Is Nana the Were-Spider. Really should check that out if you haven't. I did a previous unpackaging for one of his latest Kickstarters. Entanglement by Erica Hardison with art by Karen Darboe. Erica is a very talented writer. I know her more as a journalist, but she does a great job writing here. She has a couple of book groups on that are focused on promoting, educating on black comics and black sci-fi, things of that nature. Gluttony by Dorphise Jean and Vladimir Alexis with art by Walt Barna. Dorphise has a self-published title called Spirit's Destiny. It's actually more of a little universe that she has now, because she also has a Nia Caller that's part of that universe, as well as she has another book that's coming out soon that I can't recall the name of at the moment, but that's all part of her Spirit's Destiny universe. Neru by MD Marie with Don Walker on pencils. Great looking art here. Chasing the Night by Hannibal Tabu, art by Quinn McGowan. This is a great little team up right here. Hannibal has also done a lot of work in comics. He does a lot of work with Bleeding Cool, and he previously had a long-running, I believe it was actually 2 long-running columns on Comic Book Resources. And Quinn is a great artist. He's the creator behind the superhero book Project Wildfire, which if you have not seen it, I'll hopefully include a link down below, give you a good look, give you a chance to check that out. Interesting thing about Quinn is, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but when he first started doing his Project Wildfire book, he was actually doing a lot of the art on an iPad with his finger. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's still the case, but you could not tell that it was not done with the highest level of equipment. He's a really amazing artist. Igbo Landing is a feature story by Melody Cooper, art by Eder Messias. Canopy with the CANOPY abbreviated, so that's wonder what that stands for. Story by Brandon Thomas, art by N. Stephen Harris. Brandon Thomas, I would say, is another one of our big superstars in the black comics community, along with N. Stephen Harris. He's a longtime comic book pro. I remember his art from Aztec. He also did a lot of other art with DC. He has a couple of creator-owned books that I have on my bookshelf. And Brandon, I love the idea that Brandon came into the industry as a fan. He was doing a lot of I remember he was on Silver Bullet Comics. Then he moved over to Comic Book Resources, I believe. And then from there, he actually got paid comic book work. And he's been doing big ever since. Especially his work with Lion Forge and his current book with Image Comics. That is both of them really great. You can tell this is a great looking story. And Stephen Harris's art is always amazing, top-notch work. And here we have a little pinup capturing that Norse feel. Then this is looks like a text story with some art framing it. Kind of gives a feel of some of the old pulp novels, which a lot of those were Noirish, where you would have prose and then art kind of bookending the prose, kind of supplementing it, helping to tell the story, but not actually comic book art. That's kind of, like I said, these bigger images really helping to tell the story. And then here is a preview to the companion book. Again, Part of the stretch goal, one of the stretch goals was an increase in the page count from 120 to 144 pages. So it looks like that constitutes from this pinup here to this preview. And there you have it. So again, this is a great looking book. Glad that I was able to contribute to the funding of the book, getting it funded. A lot of great creators in here. I'm privileged to be connected to online. I know some of them personally. I've met some of them personally. A lot of great creators attached to this book. Really glad to be able to support it. Really glad to give you guys a look at it. If you want to purchase this book, I will provide all the links to it in the description. And if you got any value from this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you don't mind, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace.